Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning in and coming back and all of them things. As you know, Cardiff just lost to Arsenal. Arsenal 3, Cardiff 2, Cardiff 2, Arsenal 3, whichever way around you like it. So without further ado, we might as well talk about the player performances and rate them. So yeah, man, it's a mixed game, people, because I actually believe it's mad, but I actually believe it's one of the best games I've seen us play in terms of playing football-wise all season. But that doesn't mean everybody played well. That doesn't mean we all get 11s and all of them things. So it's difficult because in an offensive sense, I don't like to use the word impressed, but for want of better words, I was impressed in it. So yeah, but defensively, as we know, there's a lot to learn, and we're about 4 or 5 games into the season now. Let me check. That's right. Cardiff, West Ham, Chelsea, City. So we're about 4 games in. You kind of want to see how we're shaping up, and it is looking, I don't want to say promising, but you're seeing what they're on, but it's still a lot of concerns. If I start firstly with Czech, now I don't like to get at Czech because he's a model professional. Even when he made the mistake today, first to say he puts his hands up, even though I saw him try attribute some fault to Guendouzi. The playing out from the back, he's never going to be terrific with that. But at times, Czech, you're an experienced man. You've won how much titles? You've won every trophy that's been available to you at club level. And if you was playing, no disrespect to Czech Republic, but was playing for a bigger nation or from a bigger nation, you would probably have a World Cup title if you were Spanish or so. But with all that being said, you have the intelligence to know, one, that if we keep overplaying from the back, and I'll do a tactic video on this, but if we keep playing from the back sideways and inviting pressure on ourselves, we're going to make mistakes. Like you saw in literally 30 seconds into the game, or just after that, when just a few moments after that, when we're again, he's caught overplaying, and then it falls to Arthur. If Arthur could finish, it's a different story in that game. So he let us down. A couple saves, he made up for himself with a couple big saves for us in the game. But how many weeks are we going to keep relying on that, people? There's more to that. He only did did good enough for a collective from crosses when he could. Just saying that, I need to look back, but I'm pretty sure the second goal we conceded, he could have done a bit better. There was definitely an incident where he came out of his box and he remained brave, and ultimately the ball went over the bar when it could have been 3-3. But if you go and watch that back, people, he's coming off his line unnecessarily. Credit to Czech. You as a keeper, once you decide to come, follow through, don't be half-hearted. But these are the sort of things, and I don't like to get him because it happens to everyone. He was once an elite keeper, and he's on the decline clearly. Surely, after the international break, I know it's a weeks or so is a long time in football, but Leno's probably going to get his chance. I'll give Mustafi a 5. I thought it was a better performance from Mustafi today, to be fair with you. Still unaware of runners at times. Still got a bit of moments of madness in him, but he scored. I felt he looked composed when he needed to be. Put in a couple challenges when he needed to. Helped out Bellerin a lot. I don't feel it's a game to be digging out Mustafi, so I give him a 5. Socrates, I give him a 4, just because he fills me with no confidence. Not to get him, because you saw my video when he played well. When I thought the centre halves played well, I gave him credit. There's actually a video if you type in my name and his name, but no confidence. Clearly, he's not a left-sided centre-half. I feel all of that's overplayed because I'm pretty sure, yes, Terry, Campbell, Sol, if you were to ask them what side of the centre-half pairing would they like to play, they would give you a preference. But them and there, it don't matter if they're left and the right. It doesn't matter. Socrates is playing on the left-hand side, but it looks like there's a problem because he's not left-footed. Of course, there's no harm in that. But whether it's the quality of pass that already is played to him and he can't do anything with it, or he's just nervy from it. If we're trying to make playing out from the back central to our plans, then he needs to improve in that. And I just feel at times he's going for the ball the wrong side of the man. He's unaware of runners at times. So was Mustafi. I'm not making out he's perfect, but I definitely feel he put in a good performance. So I have to give Socrates a 4 while I gave Mustafi a 5. Monreal, I'll give him a 5. Done all right defensively today. Done his thing going forward. Have to mark him. We would have got a 6. Have to mark him down because obviously if we look at the second goal, we conceded again. We're all ball watching, but it's technically his man and he's completely left him, so I can't not pick up on that. But I still believe we need a new left back. But Monreal's not only one of the best strikers at this club statistically, he's clearly one of the most consistent in our side, in our lineup, in a team where we don't know what we're going to get week from week, game in, game out. He somewhat provides some sort of consistency. So yeah, I'll give Bellerin a 5. Could have done better defensively, but I felt he was better defensively than last week. He's still doing his thing going forward, something that I really wanted him to improve upon last season. It's another week he looked stronger in that department. He was involved in a couple of goals, definitely for Lacazette's one. And I don't feel this. I know with every game there's a scapegoats, but I don't feel Bellerin should be one. Issues defensively, at times he wasn't being supported, but yeah, man, he gets a 5. Xhaka would have got a 5 as well. Now Xhaka is testing my patience. I don't like to dig players out and hop on this bandwagon for clout and stuff. I actually don't feel Xhaka played that bad until he made that mistake. He was getting caught on the ball a couple of times, but I felt Xhaka was alright. Oddly defensively as well. But once he made that mistake, it doesn't matter that you got an assist from Mustafi's corner, the header from the set piece, because you shouldn't be doing that. It's weird because I actually really wish our midfielders would try and do that more often, but with the context, with it being 2 minutes or under 2 minutes from half time, it's 1-0. You could argue that Cardiff at that point, before they scored, deserved to get something out of it. You can't really make that error. It comes into game management. You've been here 2 seasons now. You're a captain for Switzerland. You've spoken about being a captain at Arsenal. I've got a lot of time for Xhaka, but when he does things like that, I haven't. So he has to get a 4. I won't just dig him out. There is certain things other people could do. It's probably a bit too easy from Bellerin for the second goal, and if we look at it, there's many things other players could have done. But it all started from Xhaka. If Xhaka doesn't lose that ball, none of this happens. So yeah, he gets a 4, man. Ramsey gets a 5. I'll give him 5 for application today. It was a better second half that bumped him up, or he was on course to getting a 4. I felt his application was there. He was getting into pockets. He was putting himself around. He actually put some balls in the box. I was wondering, where is everyone? I just felt he was lacking a bit of quality today, and he really was making the wrong decisions at times, losing the ball where he shouldn't have. So I think he's done just enough to get a 5. I'll give Ozil a 6. Purely because first half I saw little flashes, but let's be honest, he weren't in it. He weren't offering nothing. Second half he turned on the springs. He went up a gear, involved in the lovely move between him, Lacazette, and Aubameyang for Aubameyang's goal. Was dropping deep, was doing all this. The problem is Ozil is very sometime-ish at times. As much as I love him, poetry, emotion in football is dead now. Like, we just need aggression. Being gas, just I'm not saying flying to tackles, but just goals, assists, just galvanization, poetry, emotion is done at it. So yeah, he woke up. Ozil decides to wake up. He gets a 6. I'll give Lacazette a 10 out of 10. I would give him a 9 because he technically lost the ball for the free kick, which led to the second. But I don't feel it was a free kick, and them things there, start to finish, looked inspired. Clearly, has a point to prove. He's been on the bench in the last 3 weeks, and Emery has to start him again. I felt Aubameyang did well today, but Lacazette, he put in a shift. He showed his technique. He deserved his goal. Like, there's no way around it. He deserved his goal. Did he get an assist as well? I'm so sure he got an assist. So he gets a 10 out of 10, man. He really does, man. You guys know I'm a big fan of Lacazette and the technical qualities he brings. Aubameyang's clearly the better goal scorer. By that logic, I guess that makes him the better striker. But how do you quantify that? Because Lacazette's got the better technique, and he can bring players on and bring players in and run off man and hold up the ball a bit better and all of them things. So we kind of need them both to start. We need them both to start. Clearly, we need one on the bench, and different tactics calls for different things. We can't just have one blanket approach. But based on today, a 10. Guendouzi, I'll give him a 6. I like to see the street smartness. The thing where he conceded a free kick, where he was pulling people off the ball, I don't mind that, because we need to start being nasty in that department and being a bit proactive. I felt he's learning now, because there was one incident, first game of the season it happened, where he was the last man, he was dilly-dallying on the ball and he got finesse for it and they almost scored. This time he made sure he never lost that ball and got it back to Bellerin or whoever it was. I need to watch the game again, which I will be. Used his strength well. He's improving. Passing again, something needs to be done in midfield, because it's only him really showing for the centre-halves and trying to play it over the top. Probably need him to do that a bit more. And just on a general aspect, the approach in midfield needs to change. But I thought another game, another consistent performance, or a decent performance from the youngster. So 6. Aubameyang gets a 7. I felt he put himself about today, playing on the left and linking up. Deserved his goal, man. He's been playing on his confidence on the back of his mind. He's fit and going for the season now. Hopefully he can kick on and continue in that aspect. Torreira gets an 8 from me, man. He came on, done more than what Xhaka did. He won a ball that started a move to one of our goals. And he got an assist on top of that in the same move. So, yeah, man, he gets an 8. Mkhitaryan and Wells weren't on the pitch long enough to really say anything about their performance. So, it is what it is, man. But, yeah, they're my player ratings, my guys, man. I'd like to know yours. Do you think I'm being too generous? Do you think I'm being too harsh? Obviously, my opinion is my opinions, but opinions make the world go round. We all didn't see the same game. I mean, we all saw that Cardiff lost 3-2 to Arsenal, but what you might have saw with a player that might not be the same as me, and vice versa. And nobody's wrong, nobody's right. It's just football. It's just talking. I know a lot of geniuses want to be right all the time, but yeah, man, guys.